Okay, we are. All right, here we go. Okay. What's good, guys? Sorry about that. What is good, guys? M.V.K here, back again. Your Alpha is here, and welcome to Geek Thoughts live. This is the 5th time I'm actually doing a Geek Thoughts segment live. I got a lot of things I wanted to talk about over the course that we have been missing. I know you guys have probably been asking, like, wow, I wonder what Chris thinks about this news and that news. So I chose 5 things I wanted to talk about for Geek Thought today. I'm not answering any questions, but you can give your thoughts on the segments that I'm going to talk about, but I'm not answering any questions. The Q&A is tomorrow, not today. So just to let you guys know that the live Q&A is tomorrow. So first of all, how's everybody? How's my pack doing? How's the pack doing? Because your Alpha always wants to know how's everybody doing. I always want to know how my pack, my subs are doing. Everything's all good. I hope you guys are staying positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just give me your thoughts on certain things. But yeah, we're here to talk. I'm gonna talk about a few things. I'm gonna wait a little while before I start getting into the first segment of things I want to talk about. But other than that, yeah, man, how's everybody doing? That's the first thing I really want to know. Let's see who we got in the building so far. Pack members. Okay, this under you. Yo, man. Hey, Brandon, what's up? Show that. Don't hide it. Show it. Damn it. I'm excited for the burger. And Solomon the Hooded. What up, Solomon? All right. So, having said that, guys, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer before I get into certain things. This should be really interesting to hear what you guys got to think about a lot of things. But yeah, just gonna wait a little bit longer. See what's going on. See people come in, and then I'll start talking about the segment. Remember, this is not a Q&A. The live Q&A pack members, my pack is tomorrow. I'll be hitting it. I may be doing it a little earlier than before, but today I'm just talking about some segments that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. Just didn't have the time, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna cram a lot of these things into just one big live Geek Thought session. What was the last Geek Thought I talked about? Oh, the One Punch Man movie that's being developed, the live action. So here I'm talking about 5 things today. We're gonna talk. So here's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about the upcoming Ninja Turtles miniseries called Last Ronin. Basically, this is a story that Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman had planned back in '87 to do, but it never came to fruition. Now it's going to be done. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the upcoming new anime that is centered in the Inuyasha universe. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the return of Boba Fett in the Mandalarian season 2. And I'm going to talk about, Sly Stallone talking about there's going to be a Demolition Man 2. That will probably be the first thing I talk about, and it probably it won't last very long because I really got too much good things to say about that. So we're going to go from bad to down, and that's probably the worst of it. And last but not least, we're going to talk about going to give my thoughts on Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath and everything about that's coming out of that. So yeah, so give it a few more minutes, And before that time, give it 5 more minutes. Yeah, 5 more minutes. It is 7:45 right now here in New York. I don't know where everybody else is. Well, I know where Solomon is. And I know where Brandon is. So I know where they both are in New York. I think so. But yeah, right, Solomon, you're in New York, right? Just want to make sure. Right, yeah, Solomon, right? You're from Brooklyn, right, Solomon? You're from Brooklyn, right? I'm just gonna make sure. Yeah, Solomon. Yeah, Solomon, you're from Brooklyn. So, all right. So it's easier to talk about. And oh, Travis is here. I didn't even see Travis. Oh, okay. What's up? All right. What's up? It is now, like I said, gonna give it 5 more minutes. Give it a little bit more time before anything happens. But yeah, this should be interesting. In the meantime, until that time, I'm gonna end. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's see. I got too much light. Let me dim the light a little bit. Dim it a little bit. There you go. That's much better. All right. And we are gonna talk. We're going right now. Okay. All right. So once again, like I said, guys, welcome to Geek Thought Live. This is the fifth time I'm doing this. Sometimes I do Geek Thoughts Live, especially if there may be multiple things I want to talk about in one sitting and don't want to really record too much and record but break it up. So usually Geek Thoughts don't run too long. I never wanted that segment to be too long. The highest I'll go is maybe 10 minutes or so about something. But okay, so like I said before, we're gonna talk about the upcoming Ninja Turtles miniseries called The Last Ronin. I'm going to give my thoughts on that. I'm going to give my thoughts on the upcoming new anime that's based in the Inuyasha universe. So basically, you can say it's a successor to Inuyasha, which is cool. We haven't seen a new Inuyasha series in some time. We're going to talk about the Boba Fett returning with Tamar Morrison reprising his role as Boba Fett in the Mandalarian season 2. We're gonna talk about the Demolition Man 2, and I'm gonna end it with just all about Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. And like I said before, guys, it's not a Q&A, but you can leave your opinions and everything about every segment I talk about. So, with that being said, let's talk about this Demolition Man 2 sequel. Okay. All right. I'm a big Sly Stallone fan. Everybody who knows me knows that. I'm a child of the 80s, so I grew up in that pinnacle of action movies with Stallone being one of those founding members. All right. In the early 90s, Stallone did a movie called Demolition Man along with Wesley Snipes. As for all those who don't know, this movie, Stallone was not the first choice to play John Spartan. Believe it or not, John Spartan was going to be played by JCVD, Mr. Jean-Claude Van Damme. And Simon Phoenix was going to be played by, get this, and I kid you not, played by Steven Seagal. Let that sink in for a minute. Yeah, let that sink in for a minute. So we would have had John Spartan being played by Jean-Claude Van Damme and Simon Phoenix being played by Steven Seagal. Let that sink in. Yeah. When Stallone got the movie, he wanted Jackie Chan to play opposite him because him and Jackie Chan are good friends. He wanted Jackie Chan to play opposite him, play Simon Phoenix. But as you all know, Jackie has never played a villain in his entire career. He has stayed true to that, and I respect that. You know, he never wants to be looked at as a villain. Okay, that's fine. Good. So, of course, we got Wesley that came, and Wesley Snipes murdered the role of Simon Phoenix. He played that role so damn well that now it's impossible to think of any other choice playing him who was up for the role before him. Now, y'all know Demolition Man is about a movie about a cop named John Spartan. He is framed and he is put on trial and cryogenically frozen to the near future because he was supposedly part of an accident or a hostage situation that went wrong. He's thawed out in the year 2032, I believe, 2032, along with Simon Phoenix, and he sees that the whole world has changed. Everything has really come very... Basically, this world is pretty much pussyfoot. No touching, no... And it's kind of funny now because Demolition Man, if you know, years from now and probably now, I haven't watched Demolition Man for a while, but if you to watch it now, it's kind of like, yo, this is kind of scary now because, you know, what's the situation that's going on now. Well, anyway, the point of it is, at the end of that movie, we saw the hero come out on top. But recently now, not too long ago, Sylvester Stallone has come out and said, yeah, he's working on doing a sequel to the beloved cult classic Demolition Man. So I read that, guys. I read that, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, why? There's no need. There's no need. There is no need. I understand maybe Stallone is in this mindset where he wants to have a definitive end for some characters. He's done that for Rocky. He's done that for Rambo. You know, but Demolition Man was a one and done movie. Didn't need a sequel. Don't need to see what goes on after that. Yes, I thought he and Sandra Bullock were good. They were a good pair. You know, this movie had a lot of celebrities that now are looked at as A-list or just, you know, Benjamin Pratt, you know, Sandra Bullock, all these, you know, and I just look at this and I'm like, there's no need for a second. What the hell is the second movie going to be about? You know, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. What? How to finally use the 3 seashells? Huh? What? Simon Phoenix? He got somebody pregnant, and now the kid like no. What? It's just it don't make sense. That's the problem right there. You know, it doesn't make sense. But whatever it is, no, I'm not down with it. It just doesn't make sense. That's all it did. It doesn't make sense. And that's all I got to say about that, guys. Like Demolition Man, everybody's agreeing with that. Yeah. Demolition Man sequel, there's no real need for it. But unfortunately, this is Hollywood. They're probably going, okay, let's do it. Green light it. And when everything supposedly gets back to normal, yeah, we're gonna start hearing more news about it. Why? Let's move on to the good stuff, okay? Yeah, we're done with that. We are done. So let's move on to let's move on to the world of comic books. And trust me, guys, your boy has been missing some comics as of late. You know, I'm still getting some comics in as it stops, like Kickstarter rewards that I helped kickstart, and I'm starting to get more rewards, and I will be, you know, reviewing stuff like that. But yeah, I'm running out of comics to read and things like that. So this is a breath of fresh air and things like that as well. But as you guys know, your Alpha is a huge Ninja Turtles fan. Been that way since the 80s. Okay, and no matter what's going on now with their book, and I love what Kevin Eastman has done. To me, when anybody asks me who created the Turtles, I just don't say Kevin Eastman. I always put Peter Laird there. So we're gonna see a miniseries coming up with a possible future of the Turtles. Now we've seen cartoon series that showcase what the future of the Turtles would be, things like that. This one is called The Last Ronin, and it was a series. It's going to be a five issue series, miniseries based on concept Teenage Mutant Ninja concept that Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird thought about back in '87. So how old were all you guys back in '87? I can tell you how old I was. So when they thought about this, your Alpha was 5 years old. 5 years old. So pretty much this is going to be a concept they thought about. Now the series is still going to be written by Kevin Eastman, but it's going to be drawn by, let me make sure I get the name right. It's going to be co-written by Kevin Eastman, Tom Waltz. It's going to be inked by Andy Kuhn, and who's the artist? The artist is Picello. Yeah, I think that. Yeah. I've seen a little bit of the image of it, guys. But yeah, man, like a miniseries about the future of the Ninja Turtles. In this series, I guess there's only one turtle left now, and the turtle, we don't know who it is, but we can probably figure out who it is. It could be. The turtle is carrying a bow staff, a katana, and a sai. So I think a lot of people are saying it's Mikey, and I would not be mad about it if it is Mikey. I love Michelangelo. He's my favorite of the turtles. I think he is probably one of the he's the heart and soul of the team. He's the one he's the light. He's the light. He's not just the goofball and the party nut. No, he's the light of the turtles. We've seen stories where Mikey died and the rest of them just became obsessed with other things. And so yeah, there have been other stories like that. But this story, this untold story, this concept that was dreamt up back in '87 between the two co-creators of the TMNT is coming to fruition, and I cannot wait to read it. It looks fun as a Turtles fan. It's just something I look forward to. So yeah, definitely looking forward. Definitely looking forward to Last Ronin. So yeah, definitely. So what say you guys about that? I'm all down for this series. It's going to be a mini series. So it's a 5-part. And guys, you know me, I'm usually a single guy. I don't get trades unless it's necessary or I missed an issue. But most likely I'm just gonna be getting this, period. So yeah. Next on the list to talk about is the Mandalarian season 2, and the fact that Boba Fett is gonna be in this series. I think most of us always figured Boba Fett would show up. Is he going to show up, or Will he show up? I think it was always a question of when, where, who, what, where, when. You know, all those. And the actor who's going to play him, who's playing Boba Fett, Tamora Morrison, is reprising his role. Last time we saw him was in he played the role back in Attack of the Clones. So we also, if you don't know who he is, who Tamora Morrison is, he also played Aquaman's father. That's the guy. That's Boba Fett right there. So he's returning as Boba Fett. For many Star Wars fans and many fans of The Mandalorian, I'm sure this is happy news. I'm not saying it's not happy news for me. I was shocked. I was like, whoa, really? Whoa. But even more shocked, the fact that they're getting the original actor to come back. That's a really like, whoa. Like, whoa, the original actor. Sure, he's a little older now, but wow, he's coming back. And that's fine. You know, why not? Because as we all know, The Mandalorian, when is the series? It takes place after Return of the Jedi, right? I believe it's Return of the Jedi it takes place. Correct me on that, guys. Yeah. To see Mr. Morrison come back and as comes back, I'm down with that. Travis says, yeah, it makes sense. He's a clone. I don't know if he's a clone, but the last movie we saw him in, it was in back in 2002, Attack of the Clones. So yeah, but yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I'm down with that. Okay, so we talked about we got the Demolition Man out the way. We talked about Last Ronin. We talked about Boba Fett. We got two more things that I wanted to give my thoughts on. I'm looking to hear what your thoughts are as well. Next, we're going to talk about is we're going to the anime world. It was announced. So I found this on Viz.com. So it's announced Yashahime, I hope I'm saying the name right. Princess Half Demon. Brand new series, brand new anime from the Inuyasha universe. Okay. Inuyasha was a series that we probably all loved. You know, that was probably one of the series that we loved, watched, you know, when Adult Swim was on, and we would just watch that. For all those who don't know what Inuyasha is, basically the story of a girl in the modern day Japan. Her name is Kagome, but she also has ancestry of a very powerful priestess. In I guess it's the feudal era of Japan, a half demon named Inuyasha falls in love with a priestess who is the keeper of this jewel. Was it Shikon jewel? Yeah. And there was betrayal, but not from them. Puts the two ex-lovers at odds with each other. And of course, the demon meets the girl from the modern era, and then everything goes from there. And it's an adventure ride. We meet different demons, different half demons, demon hunters. We meet Inuyasha's brother. We get to see the bones of his father, who is this dog demon. We also get to see the two powerful swords, the Tetsaiga and the Tetsega. And we just fall in love with those characters. But there's a new series coming. So I'm going to read a little bit of it right here. I have it right here. And so check it out. Okay, so let me skip around a little bit. I just wanted to. So it's feudal Japan. Half demon twins, Towa and Sensuna are separated from each other during a forest fire, which while desperately searching for her younger sister, Towa wanders into a mysterious tunnel that sends her into the present-day Japan, where she is found and raised by Kagome Higarashi's brother Sota. So Sota, her brother, Kagome's brother, I guess older, raises one of the twins basically, and his family. 10 years later, the tunnel that connected the two eras has reopened, allowing Toa to reunite with Sensua. I hope I'm saying that name right. Okay, I don't want to butcher. Who is now a demon slayer working for Kohaku. But to Toa's shock, her sister appears to have lost all memories of her older sister. Joined by Moruha, the daughter of Inuyasha and Kagome. The three women trust on an adventure to regain their missing past. Okay, so basically, we getting pretty much a bunch, all the half demons. So, and it basically, I believe it's implying that the twins are Sesshomaru's daughters. So they're gonna reunite with their cousin. Okay. This is interesting because, first of all, I mean, as a big fan of Inuyasha, a new anime series that revolves in that makes a lot of sense. It's going to be interesting to see what goes on, what adventures that these girls are going to go on, how, like, in terms of like their demonic powers, like how strong are they? You know, what can they do? What type of weapons are they going to have? We just heard that both Toa's the older, while Setsuna is the younger, but they're twins. So I'm wondering how apart. And then of course we have the daughter of Inuyasha and Kagome. Did y'all hear that? Daughter of Inuyasha and Kagome. So hopefully we'll see an older version of Kagome and probably an older version of Inuyasha and all them. I mean, Inuyasha shouldn't be too old because he's a half demon, and I'm sure that, as we all know, as most we've seen in most half demons, half breeds, they share their demonic blood, keeps them from aging very slowly. Look at like somebody like Dante from Devil May Cry. He hasn't really aged too much. You know, he's aged, but it's not really like he looks all decrepit. You know, something like that. My biggest question is, you know, what's going to happen what kind of enemies are they going to be dealing with? Are they going to be dealing with maybe ramification? Will we find like maybe there are latent followers of Naraku? Will we see the Wolf Tribe? You know, all those, you know, all that stuff back. You know, that's going to be interesting to see. It does make me wonder who I just saw Travis just put that. I wonder who the twins' mother is. That is a good question. Who is the twins' mother? If it turns out to be, I swear it better not be the little girl that used to travel with Sesshomaru, because that would be kind of disgusting. I'm like, so he waited till she got old enough to wink her? Like, no, please don't go that route. Please be something else like Inuyasha. Sesshomaru found a human woman because they're half demon. So one of them has to be. One of her parents has to be half. The mother's probably human, but I just hope it's not what I think it is. Kagome and Inuyasha's child, well, being that Inuyasha's half demon and Kagome is human, she's kind of like, well, she's like one fourth demon, because kind of like Gohan, you know, his dad is a full-blooded Saiyajin, his mom is human, making him half. So, and like and Gohan got married to Pan and had a daughter. Not Pan, excuse me. Videl had a daughter named Pan, and so their daughter is like 1/4 Saiyajin. So yeah, so that's good. It's still going to be interesting to see. Probably Inuyasha and Kagome's child is going to she's going to probably look just like her mother. And from this image that I see, yeah, they do. She does look like her parents in the best. So that's going to be really interesting to see. Yeah, so yeah, that's going to be really interesting to see. But yeah, it's called Princess Demon, Princess Half Demon, or Yashahime, Yashahime, I believe I'm saying Yashahime. Like I said, it's YASHAHIME. There you go. So I guess that was right. But yeah, very interesting. Looking forward to it. Looking really forward to it. It'd be good to see another look in the Inuyasha universe. All right. And last but not least, y'all probably all wanted to hear my thoughts on Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. If you follow me on my gaming channel, I did no reaction to it because I was too eager to watch it when they first showed that teaser. I was like, "What the hell is this?" I was outside, and I was heading to work actually, and it happened, and I saw it. I was like, "What the hell is that?" I was on a train. I'm like, "Wait, okay, what is this?" Tomorrow, so I was like, "Okay," and then when it came out, I was like, "I gotta watch it." So as you guys know me, I don't. If I watch a trailer, I'm not going to do a reaction to it because I feel that my reaction now is fake. It's tarnished. It's tainted. It's not real. It's not authentic. So, but still, I wanted to give my thoughts on it. So, basically, this Aftermath is not just new content, just new content and everything like that. No, this is actually an extension in the story mode. A new story mode is coming the 26th of May, and it's focusing on pretty much all the DLC characters that recently came out, with including the return of Fujin, the Wind God. Shiva now is going to be playable. Fujin is going to be playable, but it's centered around right when Fire God Liu Kang is about to shape this new world, and Raiden is there with him. Somehow a portal opens up. We see portal opens up, and pretty much Shang Tsung comes out, voiced and still played by Cary Tagawa. Comes out and says, "Stop, Liu Kang! Because what you did." He basically said, if you try to reshape the world, you'll destroy the realms, because what you destroyed Kronika's crown. Remember when Liu Kang basically made her into glass and he started cutting her down? The crown was, remember, Kronika still had the crown on. So not only is Shang Tsung saying send me back into the past, but Fujin and Nightwolf are going to go with him. So like I said, it's focusing on those DLC characters outside of Spawn and the T-800 and people like that. But those characters in the Mortal Kombat universe are going to be playable, as well as we're going to see the resurrection of Sindel. It seems like Sindel gets resurrected, but she doesn't seem to be evil. But like any good hero, and like any of us, we know something is afoot with Shang Tsung. Why should they really trust him? He's a snake, and Don't turn. What happens? You never turn your back on a snake, right? And even Raiden even says that. So we're gonna see this story played out. I saw a little clip of it from MK Fire and Ice. Basically, Baraka and Aaron Black are with Sindel, Queen Sindel. I mean, not Queen Sindel, Queen Shiva, Fujin, and looks like someone disguised as a Shokan. However, Baraka catches the scent, and he's like, I know that scent. You are not Shokan. You know, you are not Shokan. You smell like Shang Tsung. And he stabs Shang Tsung right in the shoulder, and Shang Tsung loses his disguise, and that's what happens after that. But in so we also get to see they are also bringing back stage fatalities. They're also bringing back friendships. They're bringing back friendships. And another new guest character is coming. And who is that character? None other than Alex Murphy, aka RoboCop. RoboCop is coming back. And from every gaming site that I've heard, they've all said the same thing, that Peter Weller is going to do the voice of RoboCop. So we're going to hear his voice come out. This is that was an interesting choice for the guest star. You know, RoboCop. I wonder how he's going to play. Is he going to play very slow, but, you know, move like the T-800 at times, or even move as kind of slow like Jax? In Mortal Kombat 11, Jax is slow. He's very slow. But it makes me wonder how he's going to play, and I'm looking forward to that. But I think this is a really good thing to do, like adding new content to the story, basically implying that this is still canon. This is not like fake or anything like that. This is canon, and I'm wondering what Kronoga's gonna think. Will people pick up on Shang Tsung? It's good to see Fujin back. You know, we haven't seen Fujin in terms of playable since Mortal Kombat Armageddon, I believe. I believe that's it. Yeah, Armageddon. So he hasn't been playable since then, but we saw him in Mortal Kombat X, fighting alongside his brother. Yes, it has been stated that Fujin and Raiden are brothers. I don't hate that. Why? Because Raiden and Fujin are also basically, Raiden is really the Shinto god Raijin. So I'm fine with that. And Fujin and them were brothers. They were brothers. So I'm fine. I think that's cool that they're announcing that they're brothers. It's going to be really interesting. I love the new look for Fujin. He kind of got a little bit of an Avatar vibe. He kind of looks like he's got markings on him. He kind of looks like if Aang was in the Avatar state. That's the best way I can describe it. It's going to be interesting to see Shiva, because once again, she's in X, but she's not playable. The last time we saw Shiva playable was number 9. And Shiva at that point just became, just a punching bag. That's all she's been. And so it's really good. But we can see that she's very strong. She plays like a big, heavy fighter. You just saw her grabbing people. She's stomping, things like that. That X-ray that they do, she pushed a shield in somebody's face. I'm like, but it's going to be really interesting to see. This comes out the 26th. And if I'm not mistaken, listening to like GameSpot and IGN, and they talked about the initial is going to be $40. While if you have Mortal Kombat X, which I do, it'll be $30, and then there's going to be bundle packs and things like that. But yeah, I mean, friendships coming back. They showed Scorpions. I seen Scorpions. I seen Kanos. But pretty much they used the whole throw a shrimp on the Barbie, and he's cooking shrimps on the grill, and things like that. It's good to see the stage fatalities back. I think that was something that we all Mortal Kombat fans missed. Bringing back Fujin was a must for me, but that's something about Mortal Kombat. They always seem to take out the fan favorites to add more newer characters. I feel that that's kind of a detriment in some way. Like, I don't understand why you can't have a lot. And one of the things I want is I will never. I'm still not gonna buy, guys, that Kenshi is dead. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that at all. But I'm looking forward to playing Aftermath. Will I upload that on my gaming channel? Yes, I will. I'll do it. Right now, I'm trying to finish Streets of Rage 4, and I've been uploading those on my gaming channel, so you can go watch those. I upload 3 episodes a pop. So the first time I did episode chapter 1 through 3. I just chapter 4 to 6 is up. I'm gonna probably tonight. I'm gonna finish doing that. But Streets of Rage has been just a fun game, things like that. I got some good games coming up for you guys, like games that some hidden treasures, so you guys can enjoy. But yeah, Mortal Kombat X 11. Excuse me, I said X. Mortal Kombat 11 getting a huge bundle with new story called Aftermath. I'm looking forward to seeing it because it's like my friend Deadpoolzilla said, or Mr. Multiverse said. I can't believe they got Cary Tagawa back and not going to really use him. So yeah, if this is going to be the future of games that are done by NetherRealm and everything like that, whether even if it's Injustice and everything, I'm down with that. But yeah, this should be fun. It should be a lot of fun. Let's see. People are saying, yeah, okay. Everybody's saying, the trailer was good. Yeah, it was good. Brandon also says he may be slow on the jack side. Yeah, I'm thinking Robo's going to be that way because no way they're going to have him, doing them front flips and everything like that. And Noob's friendship was fun. Yeah, he's skipping rope. I remember I seen that too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. The friendships and all that stuff is going to be free. That's going to be like a free update. But the story mode and everything like that, you got to pay for that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. No problem. And since the time that we're in, being a gamer has probably been one of the most goodest things. Like, you get bored and if you don't want to, the thing about it also is like, just have fun with it. So thank you, Mr. Ed Boon, for this. I'm looking forward to playing this. I probably won't watch anymore. I know it was nice to see MK Fire Nice, get the free able to post a little bit of it, but I want to experience it myself and see, will Fujin not be stupid and be wise to Shang Tsung's plan? That's going to be the biggest question right there, ladies and gentlemen. Well, my pack, that is all I have for you guys. I wanted to just get these topics out for Geek Thought, so I thought I'd just do a Geek Thought, a live Geek Thought that touches base on those topics for all those who came through. Thank you for all those. And if once this goes up, people are probably going to check it out after that. But thank you to all the pack members that are here. So thank you. Solomon says thank you. Well, thank you. But other than that, guys, yeah. As always, you know the slogan. This is M.V.K, your alpha. Saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real, stay positive. Please stay positive. Try to stay positive, guys. You know, no matter what. And with that being said, doses.